जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी।
गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज विहारी। गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी।
गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना।
यमुना तीरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी।
यमुना तीरवनचारी
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jayamudhirayet Nashtaprayasha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Namavo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschate Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to everyone. So today we are going to discuss 17th chapter of the first canto, Punishment and Reward of Kali. So we will discuss previous chapter, short this one, summary, short summary, and we will continue the next chapter. In the previous chapter we discussed about how dharma in the form of religion, dharma, the form of a bull, was wandering on the earth, and he happened to meet Mother Earth, cow. When bull saw Mother Earth, she was very distressed, not happy. She had a tear in her eyes, and by seeing her condition, she was bereft of her natural beauty. By seeing her condition, Dharma asked various questions to Mother Earth, cow, in the form of cow. What is the cause of your lamentation? Why you are bereft of your natural beauty? Why you are so distressed, dejected, disappointed? Many questions he put forward. Mother Earth, in the form of a cow, responded to bull. Oh, so and so, I was overburdened by the atheistic kings, and Lord Krishna, out of his causeless mercy, appeared and removed all the unwanted kings on the surface of the earth, and thus he relieved me. Now he has wound up his pastime and has gone to his abode. He is no longer with us now. In his absence, Kali has entered the kingdom and started spreading his influence everywhere. I feel very sorry to see the condition. I am thinking about myself, thinking about you, thinking about devotees, thinking about the sages. Whenever Lord Krishna would walk on the surface of earth, I would receive the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord, and thus would be immersed in the transcendental pleasure. No, Lord is no longer with us. Who can bear the separation from the Lord? When the both a cow and bull, they were discussing, conversing the subjects, at the time Parikshit Maharaj came to the spot. When he saw the cow and bull were being beaten by a Shudra who was dressed like a king, he was very upset. He was very upset. When he saw Mother Cow, his legs were being beaten by Shudra and she was very much distressed. She had tears in her eyes. And the bull, when he saw the bull also was standing out of fear for this Kali Purusha and standing on one leg, out of fear, he started urinating. So when Maharaj Parikshit saw this, it was painful for him to see the Mother Earth, the cow and bull in that condition. Actually, cow and bull are very, very important for us. Cow is a sacred animal. As compared to mother, there are, according to scripture, there are 7 mothers. Because cow give milk to us, we are getting, our body is getting nourished due to milk of mother or mother cow. Therefore, Shastra says there are 7 mothers. One is our own mother, second is wife of spiritual master, third one was wife of a Brahmana, fourth one is wife of a king, then a cow, and wet nurse, and Mother Earth. These 7 personalities are our mother. So it's our duty to protect Mother Cow because she is our mother. So when Parikshit saw, when mother a cow and a bull was like a bull is like a father. The father generally maintains the family. Similarly, the farmer uses bull for tilling the field in order to produce food grains. And by the production of food grain, our body is being maintained. Therefore, bull is considered to be a father and cow is considered to be a mother. When Parikshit king saw that in his kingdom, innocent animals like mother cow and bull were being beaten by the Shudra, was very upset. Immediately he blasted this person. Who are you? How dare you beat the innocent animals, cow and bull? You dress like a Kshatriya because he was wearing Kshatriya dress. You appear like a Kshatriya. You appear to be a Kshatriya, but your act does not befit a Kshatriya. You are beating an innocent cow and bull. You think because Krishna and Arjuna is not there, I will not allow this. Since you are beating the bull and cow in the secluded place, you are criminal, you are culprit, you are deserved to be punished. Now after speaking this, he looked at bull and Mother Earth, seeing the condition, and asked the bull, "Oh bull, who are you? Are you demigod or are you bull? You appear to be lost your legs, 3 legs, and standing on one leg, struggling. And you do not worry for this Shudra. Don't worry for this Shudra, don't lament. I will protect you." Then I looked at mother cow and said, "Oh mother cow, as long as I am living as a king, you need not be afraid of anybody. I will protect you from all danger." Then he said to mother cow, "Oh mother, a king's name, fame, and the duration of life, and the next birth, good next birth, will be diminished if he does not protect his citizens. If the citizens are tortured by any other miscreants, then naturally the name of the king, his duration of life, everything will be vanished. Everything will be vanished. Therefore, I am not going to leave this person. I am going to kill him." So he was very upset. He wanted to punish this Kali Purusha. So duty of a king is to protect the citizens, namely human being and even animals. Sometimes when there is a wild animal enters into the village or town or city, create a disturbance, put the citizens in a danger, a policeman will come or any forest official will come and try to take action. Sometimes they will kill also. Similarly, the government or a king, they should see if anybody tortures the innocent jivas, they should be punished. Just like sometimes thieves, dacoits, those people will put citizens in danger. They should be punished by the king. King should take immediate action and kill them. Similarly, the same action should be taken for a person who tortures the offenseless creatures, defenseless creatures like a cow and bull. They should not spare them. Even they should be punished. It is said, a Kshatriya, if he gives protection to citizens, is Praja. Because all the citizens who are taken birth in the kingdom, they are called Praja. They should be protected by the government because they have the right to live in the kingdom. So therefore, no one has got right to kill the Prajas. Maybe an animal or human being. Not only human beings should be protected, even the animal should be protected because they are also Praja. They have taken birth in the kingdom. Therefore, it's the responsibility of the king to give proper protection to even human being and animals. So King Parikshit is acting according to Kshatriya's principles. So it is said it's a duty of Kshatriyas to protect the citizens. By simply giving, Kshatriya means protect from danger. Give protection from the danger. Simply by giving protection to citizens, Kshatriya gets 100 times more benefit than going to forest and doing tapasya. Just like a tapasya goes to forest, do tapasya to gain free from bondage. Similar, Kshatriya, simply by protecting the subject, he gets 100 times more benefit than the tapasvi. And if Kshatriya gives protection to the citizens, then it is considered that he has fulfilled the duty of a Kshatriya. And it is said the merit obtained by a Kshatriya by protecting his subjects, it's equal to the merit obtained by performing as many sacrifices as he protected the citizens, as many persons he has protected. For example, he has protected 10 cows, 10 bulls and 10 human beings from the danger. It is equal to performing 30 sacrifices. That sacrifice meant to please Lord Vishnu. Similarly, a Kshatriya, like many Brahmanas perform sacrifice to please Lord Vishnu. Similarly, Kshatriya, if he protects the citizens, whether it may be human being or animal, it's as good as performing sacrifice. For example, there is a wild animal creates disturbance. Immediately, a king should kill that wild animal because it's duty. We can see in the life of Pandavas. Once Duryodhana wanted to kill the Pandavas alive so that he can enjoy the kingdom without any rival. Therefore, he planned to build a palace which is made of flammable material, highly flammable material like a camphor, wax, etc. And with the help of Purochana, he built one big palace, and he told father Dhritarashtra, my dear father, you can send the Pandavas to our farmhouse. They can enjoy pleasure in that farmhouse for some time. So Dhritarashtra called Pandavas and told Yudhishthira, my dear Yudhishthira, Duryodhana has built a beautiful house for you, palace for you in that forest. Please go and spend your time and enjoy your life. So Pandavas went, somehow by the mercy of Lord and with the support of Vidura, Pandavas came to know that this palace is made of flammable material. So the Duryodhana wanted, when Pandavas sleep in the palace, one day he want to set fire so that they will be burned to death. So understanding the situation, before that date arrived, Bhima killed the people who built this house and put them inside and set fire and escaped. And they were wandering, they went to one village or a town. They took shelter in the house of one Brahmana. They were they were in the house of Brahmana. So the Brahmana was, they saw the Brahmana was very sad, very dejected, disappointed, depressed. And Mother Kunti asked, "Oh Brahmana, what is the cause of your depression? Why are you so distressed? Why are you so upset? If you tell us, I can try to solve your problem." So at the time the Brahmana said, actually in this country there is one demon, Rakshasa is there, Bakasura. He's like a king. and he protects us from danger, from many danger. And for protecting us from the danger, and we have to give food to him every day. Big cart, it's a cart filled with full of food, and one person from the family should go. So the demon, this Rakshasa, would eat all the food and devour this human being also. If we don't go, then he would come and kill all the people. So therefore, in order to maintain the peace and prosperity in the town, we have voluntarily agreed that one person, rotation wise, one person will go along with the big cart load of food. So tomorrow is my turn. I have to take the food, and also one of my family members should go to the Rakshasa to be devoured. So I don't have much money to purchase a human being to send for food. So tomorrow at the same time I don't want to send any of our family members. So it's better, we thought, let all our family members will go, so that the Rakshasa will devour us together. It was very sad. So then Kunti said, my dear Brahmana, please do not worry. I have got 5 sons. I'll send one of my sons. You don't worry. The Brahmana said, no, how can you go? How can I allow my guest to go? How can I put my guest in danger just for the sake of protecting my family members? No, I will not allow this at any cost. You are my guest. It's my duty to take care of you. I cannot allow this. Then Kunti said, don't worry. I have faith in my son. He can kill this Rakshasa. He has done many superhuman acts in the past. He killed many Rakshasas. I am sure, I am 100% confident that my son will be able to kill this Rakshasa, and thus the citizens of this place will get free from the danger. They will be relieved from this danger. So the Brahmana developed some hope. Then he agreed. Then Kunti asked, my dear Bhima, please kindly go and kill this Rakshasa. So Bhima was very excited. He wanted to somehow kill this Rakshasa to please this Brahmana. So Bhima was very happy to receive this news. He wanted to show his power. So next day Bhima took one cart full of food grains and took to the place where the demon was there, where the Rakshasa was there. And instead of giving to this Rakshasa, and Bhima was eating everything. And when the Rakshasa saw this fellow, instead of giving me, he is eating, he became very angry. You fool, don't you know you are going to the abode of Yamaraja now? How dare you can eat my food? So he blasted. Bhima did not care. So he started eating. It irritated the Rakshasa. And he came back and started beating Bhima. Bhima did not care at all. He continued to eat. This irritated this Rakshasa even further. Then he started uprooting big trees and came to hurl at Bhima. Bhima then got up, finished his food and washed his hand. And he also uprooted one tree and started fighting. Both of them started fighting. So within a short time, the forest was devoid of trees because both of them removed all the trees, started fighting. Then finally there was a fierce battle between both the Rakshasa and the Bhima. Bhima then somehow he tore him apart and he vomited and died. So he cried loudly. Then immediately all the associates and family members of this Bakasura came. And when they saw that how powerful Bakasura was killed by Bhima, all of them were afraid. So Bhima assured, don't worry, I will not kill you, provided if you promise that you will not devour any human being or give any trouble to any human being. If you promise, then I will not kill you. Then they promised and he let them go. Then after that, he brought the dead body of this Bakasura and put in the outskirts of the city and went home. And the next day, when the citizens saw this body of the Bakasura, they started asking who went yesterday to give food. So finally they came to know the Brahmana gave the food, the Brahmana's 10. All of them came to the Brahmana's house and asked what happened, who took the food and how the Bakasura was killed. Then the Brahmana said, actually yesterday there was one Rishi came, Brahmana Rishi, and he told, I will take the food and I will kill the demon. So it was he who killed the demon. After that he disappeared. Because Yudhishthira Maharaj told that the Brahmana should not reveal the identity of the person who killed this Rakshasa, because he'll come to know, Kauravas will come to know that identity of Pandavas. So Yudhishthira Maharaja wanted to remain unidentified. So therefore he told the Brahmana not to reveal that it was Bhima who killed this Rakshasa. So then later all the citizens were very happy. They worshipped this Brahmana Rishi. So you can see here, it's a duty of Bhima was a Kshatriya, because the demon was a great danger to the citizens. Therefore he killed. So Kshatriya should not allow any creatures who give trouble to the citizens. They must be deserve to be killed. And now Parikshit Maharaj looked at this bull and asked the bull, my dear bull, who has cut off your leg? Who has cut off your leg? Please let me know. I can't see that somebody comes and troubles the innocent creatures. I cannot spare anyone. If anyone troubles any offenseless creatures, must fear me. Anywhere and everywhere. I will not spare anybody. If anyone offends or tortures the innocent jivas, I cannot spare anyone, even the denizens of heaven. He may be demigod. I will not care. I will finish him. So become very angry and said, it is a duty of the king to protect those who abide by the laws of the God, abide by the laws of the scriptures, and punish those who do not follow the scriptural injunctions in ordinary times. In case of emergency, they may not be able to follow. Those people can be excused. In the Shastras, it is said apadharma. Apadharma means occupational duties in emergency situations. So one may forsake to perform his occupational duty. He can break the regulative principles, religious principles during the emergency. That can be forgiven. But otherwise, one must follow the scriptural injunctions in ordinary time. It said even Vishwamitra, a Brahmana, he was a Rishi. Even he had to eat meat during emergency situation. Once Yudhishthira Maharaja asked the question to Bhishma Deva, who was lying on the bed of arrows. He said, my dear grandfather, what is the duty of a Brahmana during the period of total religiousness? When religion becomes rampant and anarchy prevails. So Bhishma started explaining, my dear Yudhishthira, there was a transition period between the end of Treta Yuga and beginning of Dwapara Yuga. The transition period is there. During the transition period, there was a drought. There was no rain for 12 years. As a result, there was no water. There was no lake or reservoir of water, and even rivers all disappeared. As a result, the entire earth became like in a desert. It was bereft of the natural beauty, and there was no food grain, and everyone was suffering, and elderly people were thrown out of the house, and there was no agriculture, there was no cow protection and agriculture were abandoned, and elderly people were thrown out of the house, and the animals started fighting for food. And the dacoits took advantage, started plundering the citizens. And even Brahmanas, they stopped performing sacrifice. They started running here and there, left their hermitage, started going here and there to get some food. So one of the rishis called Vishwamitra Rishi, even he left his wife, children, and started wandering to get some food because he was on the verge of death due to starvation. He could not get any food, started asking everywhere, No one was able to provide food because they themselves didn't have food. So he was practically weak, and he fell unconscious due to weakness, and he thought, my dear God, what happened? How the distress has overtaken me? The hunger destroyed my religious principles. So he did not know what is good food, what is bad food. Somehow he wanted to get food and eat, but he could not get any food. And he saw, while lying, he saw there was the meat in a Chandala's house. That's also dog's meat. The lower portion of dog's meat is hanging. And he saw, somehow I should steal this meat in order to survive. What can I do to survive? How can I avoid my death due to starvation? The only option is to steal this meat because nobody is giving food. How can I survive? So therefore let me steal this meat. So he was sleeping and all the people are sleeping. Night he got up, he entered into the house of Chandala and he wanted to steal the meat. As soon as he entered the house, immediately the hunter, the Chandala, spoke in a grave voice, whoever entered my house, he'll be killed by me. Whoever entered illegally, he'll be killed by me. So when Vishwamitra heard this, he was very much ashamed and said, oh hunter, please do not kill me. Please do not kill me. I entered your house to take something. So the moment Vishwamitra told this, the Brahmana immediately saw Rishi and said, oh Rishi, I am extremely sorry that I did not know that you are a Brahmana. Please forgive me. I have spoken harshly. Please forgive me. Please tell me what can I do for you. And he said, I am starving. I am on the verge of death due to starvation. Therefore, I have come to your house to steal the meat. Please allow me to take the meat. The Brahmana said, please do not eat. Please do not degrade yourself. Please find some other house, ask some other food. Don't eat this meat. It's not meant for you. So Brahmana, you are Rishi. Then Vishwamitra said, I am not able to find any food anywhere. Please allow me. If I don't eat, I will die. If I eat this meat, then somehow I will maintain my life and I will perform sacrifice. By performing sacrifice, I can get rid of this sinful reaction incurred by eating this meat. So somehow he convinced and took the meat and went home and performed sacrifice and cooked and ate along with family members. Thus he could maintain his life. And after that he performed sacrifice. So after that there was heavy rain. Indra sent forth heavy rain. So during this emergency cases, one may break the religious principles, that will be excused. But one should not eat meat in ordinary times. Only exceptional cases it's allowed. So a king cannot tolerate when somebody tortures the innocent creatures like cows and bulls. He cannot tolerate. So Parikshit Maharaj could not tolerate the tortures given by this Kali Purusha. Then Parikshit said, the bull said, after this the bull said to Maharaj Parikshit, actually what you have spoken is befitting a personality like you, because you appeared in the dynasty of Pandavas. The Pandavas were great devotees of Lord Krishna. As a result, Krishna was sold to Pandavas and he was ready to do anything for Pandavas due to their unalloyed devotional service to Pandavas. The bull was explaining to Parikshit Maharaj, Krishna was everything for Pandavas because of their unalloyed devotional service. Therefore, he accepted different kinds of services for the Pandavas, ranging from president, spiritual master, god, chariot driver, night watchman, messenger. Just like a devotee is always eager to render service unto Krishna. Similarly, Krishna also are always eager to render service unto Pandavas because of their unalloyed devotional service. And Pandavas were so malleable and they were ready to sacrifice any amount of energy for the service of Krishna. As a result, they could secure the mercy of Lord Krishna in whatever way they wanted. Krishna was ready to anything for Pandavas. Krishna was ready to anything for Pandavas. And he said, you asked me the reason, why you are suffering. But it's very difficult for us to say. It's very difficult to ascertain the cause of our suffering. Because we are bewildered by many theories put forward by different philosophers. Although Mother Earth, in the form of cow, and bull in the form of personified religion, although they knew very well the Shudra is attacking, inflicting injury upon them, nevertheless they did not claim that Shudra, this Kali is the cause of our suffering. They did not say Kali is the cause of our suffering. They said it's very difficult to ascertain the cause of our suffering. Because many theories are there, many different philosophers put forward different theories. The cause and effect, what is the cause of suffering and the effect for the living beings. They did not think, because they are devotees, they did not think that Kali Purusha is the cause of our suffering. Because they know very well, devotees know very well, no one can inflict injury or give trouble to us unless it's sanctioned by the Lord. If anyone gives troubles to us or puts our life in danger, a devotee understand, unless it's sanctioned by the Lord, he cannot act as my enemy, he cannot trouble me, he cannot torture me. Therefore, devotees do not blame or accuse any mischief mongers. They accept the trouble given by the Lord and they tolerate all the trouble and go forward. This is a characteristic of a devotee. The bull and cow, they did not blame Kali Purusha. They accepted the suffering. They did not blame Kali Purusha because they know unless Lord sanctions, no one can trouble us, no one can torture us. And the bull started saying, there are many people gives different reason. Some philosophers says that our fruitive activity is the cause of our suffering and enjoyment. Somebody says nature is the cause of our happiness and distress. Somebody says superhuman power is the cause of our distress. Somebody says mind is the cause of our happiness and distress. So there are many people says different thing. Therefore, I cannot blame or accuse this Kali Purusha. It is said even Avanti Brahmana, there was one Avanti Brahmana, somehow he lost all the wealth and as a result he was thrown out of the house and he was sitting on the road and tears were flowing from his eyes and he could see he could experience a renunciation, feeling of renunciation. Then he was thinking, he was very old, he thought, see all along my life I have not used my money for sense gratification or used my wealth for self-realization or giving charity. Now I lost all the wealth. Now what is the use of wealth when one is under the clutches of death? So he was feeling all these things, and later he took a path of renunciation and he took sannyasa and he started controlling his mind and senses and very soon he became Goswami. Then later he would walk and go to some people, get some food and would eat. In this way he controlled all his senses and he accepted sannyasa. So when he did not exhibit his exalted position to anyone. Although he was a great soul, Mahatma, nevertheless he did not exhibit his exalted qualities to common people. There were some rooks and thieves that took advantage and started teasing him, making fun of him. Somebody would come and take his cloth and throw it to somebody. When you go and ask, he would throw it to somebody. Then later somebody would come and spit on his face. Somebody would, when he would go and beg food and come and eat, somebody would come and pass urine on the food. And when he was undergoing Mauna Vrata, some people would come and force him to talk. If he would not talk, they would take the stick and start beating him. And they started saying that this person is actually cheater. He lost all the business, he lost all the money in the business, and his family threw him out. Now he accepted the so-called renunciation, become sannyasa. This is only simply cheating. Let us beat him. So he was beaten black and blue. And they would actually take some chain and would tie him and would drag him. When you would go out, when you would move, and they would drag. So he was tortured by these people. Although he was tortured by these people, he remained calm. He did not get agitated. He understood everyone has to undergo threefold miseries: Adhyatmika, Adibhautika, Adidevika. So the miseries which are inflicted by our own mind and systems called Adhyatmika. The miseries which are inflicted by the other living entities called Adibhautika. The miseries which are inflicted by the demigods called Adidevika. So these people are giving trouble to me. This Adibhautika. Every jiva is invariably had to undergo these three sufferings. At the time he offered a wonderful prayer. Nayam janome na sukudukka hetu na devatatma griha karma kala manaparam karam amananti samsara chakra parivartet yat. These people are not the cause of my happiness and distress. Nayam janome na sukudukka hetu. These people are not the cause of my happiness and distress. Na devatatma griha karma kala, nor deva, nor griha, nor karma, nor kala. They are not the cause of my happiness and distress. Then what is the cause of my distress? Manaparam karam amananti. It's the mind alone is the cause of one's happiness and distress. Therefore, let me control the mind. How? By being firmly fixed in the service of the Lord Krishna. So here he says the mind is the cause of our happiness and distress. So every philosopher says the cause of our happiness and distress is due to this. So therefore the bull is saying it's very, very difficult to ascertain the cause of our suffering. Many people say it's very difficult. We cannot understand our suffering. We cannot ascertain the cause of our suffering. So when bull was explaining, Parikshit Maharaj heard and was very pleased and said, "Are you really bull? I don't understand. But you know the principles of religion. Whatever you spoke, everything in accordance with the religious principle. Therefore, I think you are none other than the religion personified." None other than religion personified. Because they could have complained to the king, bull and cow could have complained, this Kali is the cause of our suffering, therefore you should kill him. They did not complain to the king. They accepted the suffering, thinking that it is given to us by the Lord as a token of small thing. We are supposed to suffer more, but Lord has reduced the suffering and given the only token. So he is just an instrument. This Kali Purusha is an instrument to give us suffering. Actually, we are due to the suffering. So a devotee always thinks, anyone puts a devotee in trouble, he thinks that I supposed to get, this person is acting as an instrument in the hand of Lord. This is how a devotee thinks. Similarly, bull and a cow also said the same thing. They did not complain. This Kali Purusha is the cause of suffering, therefore you kill him immediately. They did not say. Devotee tolerates and accept the suffering as given by the Lord. Tatte nukkambam susumikshamanu bunjanu evatma kritam vibhakum ridvag vaburbir vidadan namaste jivete yo muktipade sadaya bhak. So Brahma says to Lord Krishna, a devotee who patiently waits for Lord to bestow his mercy. At the same time, he undergoes sufferings to all the past deeds. And at the same time, with his body, mind and words is engaged in devotional service. Although he undergoes suffering, He does not stop his devotional service. He continues to render devotional service unto Krishna with body, mind and words. Such kind of person is surely eligible to go back home, back to Godhead, because it has become his rightful claim. If anyone accept all the reverses at the same time, without blaming anyone, at the same time they engage in devotional service, they are sure to go back home, back to Godhead, because that has become his rightful claim. Dayabhak. Dayabhak means just like a son. He inherits his father's property. He has become a rightful claim. Yes, my father property, this is therefore it's my property. Similarly, a devotee who undergoes all the troubles at the same time engage in devotional service, sure to go back to home, go back to Godhead, because it is his property. He can claim this. So whereas karmis, they do not accept this. They blame the God. Anything happens, any suffering happens, they blame God. Whenever something good happens, they say, because of my hard work. There was one construction was going on. There was some big building, apartment was being built. Maybe this is a 30-floor apartment. There was a supervisor on the 20th floor. And there was one worker who was working down. And the supervisor who was on the 20th floor, he wanted to pass some message to the person who was working down. And there was no lift because the apartment was being built. There was no lift to come and tell him. The message was very urgent. And he's trying to capture the attention of the worker, but he was not able to do because there was some concrete machine was being worked. So people are putting everything, because due to sound, this person could not hear the person who was working the down. And somehow he want to get the attention, he tried to call, he could not get his attention, therefore he dropped some 50 rupees note from the top. So directly it came and fell next to him, and he saw 50 rupees and started looking everywhere, here and there. And he was very happy that 50 rupees got, except top, he looked everywhere surrounding. He took 50 rupees and put in packet and started working. And this supervisor was thinking, what is this person? He's not able to see, he's trying to call again. Then he put 100 rupees. Then again the person saw 100 rupees. He was excited. My God, what is this? So he put in his packet, again saw everywhere and put us in packet and started working. Then he thought, okay, this person's not saying, let me put 1000 rupees note. Then he dropped 1000 rupees note. So this worker was excited. What is it today? Like money is raining. So he took, again he did not see. So he started, he was very excited, put my money in packet and started working. He saw, what is this fellow? Because he wanted to pass a message immediately. Then there was one stone was the top. The supervisor took a stone and hit it directly. It went and fell on the head. Immediately looked at the top. Immediately started blasting him. Don't have eyes to see, I am working down. You are throwing the stone at me. This is how a karmi sees. Whenever he gets fortune things, he does not acknowledge God at all. Whenever there is a suffering, immediately he says, you don't have eyes, I am suffering. He blames. Whereas a devotee, he accepts the blessings of fortune and even suffering also, and continues the devotional service. In this way, he goes back to Godhead, because that has become his rightful claim. Now, this Parikshit Maharaj said to the bull, he said, Tapashaucham dayasatyam itipata krite krita adharmam cha tayo bhagna smayasanga madaistava. Parikshit Maharaj addressed the bull. In the age of Kali Yuga, Krita Yoga, Satya Yuga, your 4 legs were established in the form of religion, particularly by this 4 religious principles. Tapo Shaucham, Daya Satyam. Tapa, austerity, Shaucham, cleanliness, Daya, mercy, and Tapo Shaucham, Daya Satyam, truthfulness. In the age of Satya Yuga, your 4 legs were established by the 4 regulative religious principles, namely Taposhaucham, Daya Satyam, austerity, mercy, cleanliness and truthfulness. Now, in this Kali Yuga, due to degradation, your 3 legs appear to be lost. Due to pride and lust for woman and intoxication, you lost 3 legs. You got only 1 leg. Now you are standing, struggling. This fellow, this Kali, you want to even break that leg. I am not going to allow this. So when there is Satyuga, during Satyuga, this Dharma, the 4 pillars of Dharma is Taposhrochum Dayasatyam. It was sustained because of following this. Dharma was sustained by following this Taposhrochum Dayasatyam. Therefore, there was everyone was a Paramahamsa in the Satyuga. No one degraded. There is no question of Maya at all. No one was deluded by Maya because of following the 4 regulative principles. But later, due course of time, the pride, lust for woman and intoxication destroyed the 3 legs. Taposhrochum Dayasatyam. Tapa, pride destroyed austerity, and the lust for woman, excessive association with woman destroys cleanliness, and intoxication destroys mercy. So the 4 religious principles should be followed in order to maintain peace and prosperity in this world. So then after that, after pacifying Kali Yuga, after pacifying the bull, I looked at Kali Purusha. He took his sword and decided to kill Kali Purusha. So he took his sword and he was about to punish him. Immediately Kali Purusha understood that his life is in danger. Immediately he threw up his dress of a Kshatriya, a king, immediately fell at the feet with a folded hand and said, "O king, please protect me. I have surrendered unto you with my folded hands. Please protect me." So then Parikshit Maharaj said, "Since you surrendered with the folded hands, no, you need not to be afraid of your life. But I will not allow you to remain in my kingdom. Get lost. Don't be here. I cannot allow you to be here. Since you surrendered, I allow you to go. I will spare you, I will not kill you." A Kshatriya, generally, when somebody surrenders, Kshatriya will not kill anybody. It's a duty of Kshatriya to protect the surrendered souls. He cannot kill. He will not kill. So Kshatriya, even they give protection to demons. What to speak of bulls and cows. So they give protection naturally. Invariably they give protection to even the demons. Just like there was one Svetaki king. He was mad after performing sacrifice. So while he was performing sacrifice, so many brahmanas, they have to put ghee in the sacrifice. As a result, they all became black because of the smoke. They all came and told, "No, I will not do any sacrifice." So they left. Then finally the Svetaki could not complete the sacrifice, then went to Himalaya, performed tapasya to please Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva was pleased with the Svetaki and asked, "What benediction you want?" And Svetaki said, "No, please, you become a priest, you continue my sacrifice." Lord Shiva said, "I cannot do this work and all. Nevertheless, I will send my partial representative, Durvasa. He can continue your sacrifice." So then sacrifice continued, and during the sacrifice, lot of ghee was put in the sacrifice. So Agni Deva has to drink all the ghee. Because of drinking so much ghee, he had a lot of health issue, and he lost his luster, he became very weak, and then he went to Lord Brahma and asked Brahma, "I became very weak, I don't have strength at all." Then Lord Brahma said, "Now you go to Khandava forest filled with a lot of wild animals. You must eat Khandava forest along with the wild animals. When you eat that fat, you will get the energy, you will get back your strength. You will regain your strength." So then Agni went to devour the Khandava forest many times. Every time when he was making an attempt to devour Khandava forest, at the time Indra came and started pouring water, because his friend Takshaka was living. He wanted to save his friend Takshaka. So 7 times he tried Agni, but every time he could not eat Khandava forest. Finally went to the abode of Lord Brahma and told, every time you told me to eat Khandava forest, every time when you make attempt, Indra comes and pours water. At that time he said, no, you go. There Krishna and Arjuna was there. You go and take shelter of them. Then they will enable you to eat Khandava forest. So both Agni disguised himself as a Brahmana. When Krishna and Arjuna was in the forest, the Brahmana went and said, I want some favor. Can you do? So Arjuna said, whatever within our capacity, we can give. Whatever you ask, no problem. If it is within our capacity, we will give. So at the time, he said, I am Agni. He revealed his form. I am Agni. I want to eat Khandava forest. Kindly enable me to eat Khandava forest. So Arjuna said, yes, we will eat. Sorry, we will allow you to eat. Nevertheless, we don't have any weapon. We don't have any chariot. If we get good chariot, good weapon, we will attack demigods. We will allow you to eat Khandava forest. So at the time, Agni performed tapasya to please Varuna. Then he brought a chariot and he brought Sudarshan Chakra and gave to Krishna and Arjuna, even this Gandiva bow. Then after that, Arjuna said, both Arjuna and Krishna said to Agni, now you eat Khandava forest. Krishna said, I promise I will not allow any jiva, any wild animals to go out of this forest. So when he was about to devour, then again Indra came and he started pouring water. Krishna and Arjuna joined together, defeated Indra and said, no, Agni, now eat. So while he was eating, there was one demon Mayadanava who was within the forest. He escaped. So whenever anyone comes out, Krishna would send the jiva back. So Krishna promised that I will not allow anyone to escape. So Krishna immediately would release his weapon. So when Krishna saw that this Mayadanava was escaping from the fire and he was about to be killed by Krishna, so understanding the danger, this Mayadanava immediately went and took shelter of Arjuna. Arjuna, please protect me. Now Krishna had to break his promise because Arjuna gave word to Mayadanava, don't worry, I will protect. So in order to protect the word of Arjuna, Krishna had to break his promise. So because of Mayadanava demon, the Krishna gave that I will not allow anybody. Nevertheless, when he took shelter of Arjuna, Arjuna said, I will protect you. Just you see, this is a duty of Kshatriya. Kshatriya means to protect the surrendered souls. As a result, he was pleased and came to Krishna and asked Krishna, please tell me what can I do. Then Krishna said, go and ask Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then finally Yudhishthira said, no, go and ask Krishna. Then Krishna said, please build a nice palace for Yudhishthira Maharaj. It was he who built Indraprastha city for Pandavas, that assembly house, wonderful assembly house for Pandavas. So this is the way Kshatriya gives protection to the surrendered souls. Then finally, Kali Purusha, when he understood that his life is in danger, and said, my dear Lord, everything is your place. Wherever I go, I see you only. Because everything belongs to you. Please tell me where to go. There is no other place to go. I am also your praja. Please give me some place to reside. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, Dyutum Panam Sriyasuna Yatra Adharma Chaturveda. Go to the place. Dyutum Panam Sriyasuna. Wherever there is a meeting, wherever there is intoxication, wherever there is a prostitution, wherever there is a gambling, go and take shelter of this place. So Prabhupada has established this ISKCON, our system, follow 4 regulatory principles. He had taken these 4 regulatory principles from the statement of Parikshit Maharaj. Dyutum Panam Sriyasuna. Because if you engage in the sinful act, the Kali Purusha will capture us. Because these are the place where Kali is residing. So in order to keep us from the clutches of, away from the Kali Purusha, we have to give up these 4 activities. Dyutam Panam Striyasuna, meat eating, intoxication, prostitution and gambling. So because this is a place where Kali Purusha resides. Then he said to my dear king, please give me one more place. It's not enough for me. So Maharaj Parikshit awarded, okay, you go to the place wherever gold is there. Wherever there is a gold, there is a falsity, a lust, and envy, enmity, everything is there. So go to the place where, after giving this place to Kalipurusha, then Parikshit Maharaj ruled the world very nicely, and everyone was happy. And as a result of good administration by Parikshit Maharaj, you could keep the Kali away from the citizens. So Suta Goswami was telling to sages from Naimisharanya, due to the expert administration of Parikshit Maharaj, he kept the Kali far away. As a result, you are able to perform sacrifice peacefully without any disturbance. So therefore rulers should follow in the footsteps of Maharaja Parikshit. By following the footsteps of Maharaja Parikshit, we can establish peace and prosperity. By following these 4 regulative principles, we can keep the Kali Purusha far away. In this way, we can lead happy and blissful life, and the citizens will also be happy. This is what the chapter talks. This is the end of the chapter. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you. Hare Krishna.